funny, since the fight, Kevin Holland came out and said he lost a grappling match, which, listen, I love Kevin Holland. He's awesome. He's a friend of the show. He's been on here many times, and I like what he brings to the table. Super exciting, really talented fighter, but it is mixed martial arts, the arts of the mixed martial. And I don't know how, by the way, I don't know how I didn't spot this on the night. And I even did a post-fight show with BT Sport yesterday, and we didn't mention this one time. Kevin Holland went in to touch gloves. I didn't spot this. The director on the film, we had dinner last night, MJ. And MJ says, I didn't like that when he tried to touch gloves, though. And he just shot a double leg takedown. I said, what are you talking about? And she sent me a little clip. Yeah, wild. Yeah. What are your thoughts?
I mean, look, defend yourself at all times. You touch gloves before the bell for a reason, because you get that out of the way, right? Ben Askren was coming out kind of half-assed with the hand up when he got hit with the flying knee by Masvidal. Absolutely not. Once that bell rings, you are opponents. Any kind of handshaking, hand-wringing, hugging inside the octagon, inside those 15 or 25 minutes of fighting is absolute nonsense to me.
Correct, Mundo. However, devil's avocado right back at you. There is an unwritten code of samurais and warriors dating back through the dark ages. When you engage in hand-to-hand combat, there's a certain dignity involved, don't you know? No, but you know what I mean? It's kind of like an unwritten rule. Someone walks out and puts their hand up, you can say no. You can do whatever you want because he wasn't breaking any rules, The reality is hand up or hand down. He would have gotten the takedown anyway. I mean, fuck him. He's a terrifying man inside that octagon. We know he can bang as well. But
what did you think? He did come out and mention that in the post-fight presser. They asked him, he was going for the handshake. Did you, why did you just shoot for the double leg? He said, I wasn't looking at his hand. I was looking at his head, looking for his head movement, where his body was going to be. I was not focused on where his hand may or may not have been.
Are you sure he didn't say, brother, just give me the smash, everyone. I kill everyone. That's all he says, because when you said before about the trash talk, you know what I mean? He does need to get a couple of new lines. Darren Till's an expert talker. He's a funny bastard, They're together all the time. Give him another line or two. Smash, brother, kill everyone. It's effective. It's to the point. It's very cutting, but it's getting old.
If you were going to do one tag team, right, where exactly that situation, Khamzat gets to come out for every press conference with Darren Till to do zingers for him, who would be your guy? Like if there's a fighter who you do the talking for, or you fight and somebody else does the talking for you?
I don't need anyone to do the talking for me. We do one of the best podcasts in the goddamn world. I was a bit of a trash talker myself back in the day.
I feel like you and Ngannou.
I was just going to say, I'll give Francis Ngannou some lines, you know what I mean? Because ain't no one talking shit back to us. That's for damn sure. When you got Ngannou in your back pocket, you're flying. Anyway, listen, it is a shame for Kevin Holland because, he was a man about it. I thought he was very smart the way that he asked for 5 rounds, but it just shows how good Khamzat Chimaev is because I don't think we've ever seen anyone do that to Kevin Holland. Maybe you can look at his record, Brian. How many times has he been finished in the UFC? Because he's been in there with Jacare, knocked him out off his back, one of the best grapplers. He's been in there with Marvin Vettori, some big hitters and stuff. He's won a lot of fights, but he lost a few. But he's never been handled and made short work of like that, ever. He's a black belt. He's a tall guy. He's athletic. He's in shape. And I thought, foolishly, I thought with it being 5 rounds and with him missing weight, that if he can get into the championship rounds or even halfway through round 3, he might tire Khamzat. Khamzat might tire like he did against Gilbert Burns, and we might see Kevin Holland take over. But that was not wishful thinking. I was just way off, and maybe I underestimated just how good he is. Yes, Brian.
Including the fight on Saturday, he has 2 submission losses.
2 submission losses. Okay. Oh, so one other. Who was the one other?
It says here that it was Brendan Allen. Rear naked choke.
Was that in the UFC?
Probably UFC Fight Night, Reyes versus Weidman.
I actually commentated that fight. Did I? I'm lying. Maybe I'm lying. I don't know. Maybe I'm confused. I never tell lies, Harrington. Brendan Allen's no joke either. Caught him there. Oh, no, was that the one when he kind of slipped? When Kevin Holland they clashed heads or something. Anyway, whatever. Well done, Khamzat Chimaev. Who do you want to see him up there against next?
Oh, that's such a tough one because it's like after you miss weight that badly at 170, this was the only thing he could have done wrong in my mind. Like there was no world in which he was not going to look like the more dominant, more powerful, and likely the winner of a Nate Diaz fight, right? But for him to come out and miss weight that badly, I have concerns about him ever making 170 pounds again. So my next fight for him would have to be at 185. I mean, why not against the winner of Adesanya versus Pereira? I don't know that either one of those guys has the wrestling defense to deal with somebody like Khamzat.
Yeah, no, I agree. The only thing is, it is his first time. You know what I mean? Granted, it was a bad miss. A lot of people saying that he didn't even try, which the doctor forced him to have to stop. But still, he has to take the blame for that. If the doctor steps in and forces you to stop cutting weight, that means you're pushing it too far. That means you're on the verge of being hospitalized or even worse, and that's because you came in too heavy. So failure to prepare is a preparation to fail.
Yeah,
so that's on him. That's on him. I don't know. On the go on.
I had a quick question about how that works with weight cutting. So do doctors come in and check on you regularly, or does a doctor only get called in when there's something like clearly wrong with your cut?
Yeah, well, I always made weight and I never had an issue. So I have no hands-on experience from what I believe, and I think I'm right here. The doctor only gets involved. Yeah, the doctor only gets involved if you're not making weight, and it's concerning. Okay. You know what I mean? They come and check up on you. There might be 32 fighters on the card. The doctors aren't sporadically popping in to see, hi guys, Dr. Bisping here, just checking in on your weight cut. See how I go, ooh, yeah, it's going well, isn't it? Oh, good for you, nice. And then another one, they go, oh, no. It's only if the shit is hitting the fan that the doctors get involved. So anyway, I was going to say, Khabib Nurmagomedov, how many times did he miss weight though? Because he did miss weight, I think, on a couple of occasions, or the fight was called off because of a bad weight cut, correct? Because I did a BT Sport post show, and I saw in the comments someone was saying, hold on a minute, why are you all saying that he can't fight Khamzat at 170 again, but yet Khabib got to consistently fight at 155?
So when I Googled that, the first thing that came up was a quote from Chael Sonnen. So I'm not sure exactly how accurate this is, but it says Khabib's missed weight 4 times.
Right. Well, you never know with Chael. Do you know what I mean? He does like to sensationalize things. But still, who does he fight next? I mean, look, for Khamzat, it's got to be, if it is 170, I don't know. I mean, I would say a title fight, but Leon Edwards is probably going to fight Usman. Who else is there? Colby Covington would be fucking good. That'd be amazing. Colby's coming back later in the year, Dana said the other day.
Oh, really?